Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Utah Jazz. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Dennis Rodman is out there with Pippen. Then there's Harper. Then it's Jordan. And it's Longley in at the center position. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
Here's Stockton. He drains the quick shot. Stockton's got the first points up on the board here for the Jazz. Outside Jordan. Rebound, Utah.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Yeah, you got to love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
Count it.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Foster. Malone right side. Rodman with the rebound. Here's Chicago. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, I did catch up with Utah's head coach. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
David, thanks. Sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
Well, look, you can play with pace, you can play with speed, and still be patient. And that's what this team is going to have to do against this aggressive D. They can't force things. They've got to play smart and in control.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Now, here is Hornacek. Here's Foster. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Outside Harper. Russell against Pippen. Back to Harper. Kicks it to Rodman. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Clock is at 3. Pippen for 3. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's a look they always want him to take, because if he's got the space, he's got the green light.
Here's Stockton, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And the Jazz with possession here, trailing by 4. And that one drops for him.
And how about the awareness there of Hornacek, a high IQ player who just knows how to find his teammates when they're open.
Pippen against Russell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ostertag's checked in.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
Now here's Stockton. Pass to Malone. Clock at 4. Lets it go from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Malone's got 6 points. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Outside, Rodman. It's Jordan on the wing. Hornacek covering. Fade away. The shot, no good. So Utah will take it the other way. Russell feeling it out a bit. Harper against Stockton. Hornacek passes to Malone. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
A different look for Utah. Keefe is checked in for Russell. Anderson comes in for Hornacek. And Isley subbed in for Stockton. There's the pass to Kukoc. Utah with the rebound. Here is Keefe. 1:09 left in the first. Malone. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 10 points for him.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Chicago trailing here. Kerr, the pass to Bushler. Out to Kukoc. From the high post. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Down low. And it's Ostertag with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Kerr, the pass to Simpkins. Back to Kerr. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Simpkins, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Keefe. Malone gets the bucket. Malone's got 12. Bulls trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Passes it to Kerr. Outside, Kukoc. And that one released in time, but no good. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you what, when you allow them to speed up the tempo, there's a good chance you're going to fall behind.
Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Bushler. Kukoc is out there with Dennis Rodman. And there's Wennington, and it's Kerr in at point guard. Three-pointer, Kukoc trains the three-pointer.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Isley, defended by Kerr. Pass to Keefe. And there's the feed to Malone. To the middle, Ostertag. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Kerr.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Isley, defended by Kerr. The shot by Isley, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Kukoc can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 4. To the inside. Here's Malone, and it's slammed in by Malone.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
Chicago calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Karl Malone.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Foster's checked in for Ostertag. Russell comes in for Keefe. Hornacek checked in for Anderson. And Stockton subbed in for Isley. Here's Stockton following the basket by Michael Jordan. Nice ball movement by Utah. It's Pippen with the drive. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Michael Jordan.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
Now, here is Hornacek. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Harper. It's all knotted up.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Jordan's gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actual. Russell against Pippen. And here's Hornacek. Feeds to Stockton. Pass to Hornacek. 5 on the clock. Stockton outside. Another miss by Utah. Chicago with the ball. Harper dishes to Jordan. Here's Pippen. Here's Longley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football. Having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
Here's Jordan. John Stockton making his last shot. Jordan kicks to Harper. Takes a 3. The Bulls keep it alive. Outside Jordan. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in.
Timeout.
Jordan's got 8 here in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Chicago making a switch here. Kukoc is checked in. Utah trailing here. There's a minute left to play here in the half. Hornacek kicks to Stockton. Stockton and Malone run the pick and roll with the shot. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Stockton's got it all tied up now for the Jazz. Jordan against Hornacek. The pass to Kukoc. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. You foul John Stockton, you're sending an 83% free throw shooter to the line for the Jazz. Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Foster. Keefe comes in for Karl Malone. And it's Anderson in for Brian Russell. Now, here is Hornacek. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Keefe, over Kukoc. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, Jordan, 13 points in the game. On the wing, Kukoc. Lets it go from 11. The shot that time, not on target.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the D. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. In the second quarter, they erased what had been a fairly big deficit at one point, and now here they are sitting on a 1-point halftime. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Karl Malone.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Oh, yeah, especially how he established great positioning, showing some nice footwork, and really read how the defense was playing.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Malone. Hornacek's out there with Stockton. That's Brian Russell, and it's Foster in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Pippen after the basket by Utah. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Pippen's got 8 points.
Yeah, and Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
And it's Foster finishing it off. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Jordan. 13 points in the game. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And not much else you can do. I mean, defensively, you try to make it hard on Jordan without fouling, but he's just too dialed in.
And the basket by Malone.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
It's Pippen on the wing. Hornacek covering. From deep, Jordan. Nice D from Russell. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 1-point game. Yep, that one goes in there.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that.
The Jazz making a switch here. Isley's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Kerr, the pass to Jordan. Russell grabs the board. Jazz leading by 3. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
I've been against Malone. Pass to Russell. Lock at 6. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
It's stolen by Rodman. Jordan against Stockton. The rebound by the Jazz.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Pippen against Russell. Malone in the post, working on Rodman. Just 5 on the clock. Malone, no luck.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and it throws a shot off.
Jordan with another miss.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
And it's Pippen with the jam.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Here's Stockton. He has 6. Utah calls timeout. A different look for Utah. Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Foster. Keefe comes in for Brian Russell. And it's Anderson in for Isley. Jordan inside. He's covered by Anderson. It's blocked.
And Ostertag showing his intensity on defense. A big guy who takes pride in his shot blocking.
A tight game here in Utah. Stockton against Jordan. And Stockton, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor.
Bulls making a switch here. Kukoc is checked in. Now here's Jordan. He's got 15. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another lead change.
And that one misses. Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
On the wing, Kukoc. He dishes it to Rodman. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kukoc. And he overshot that one, missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Stockton sets up the basket with the spectacular look-away pass.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Jordan kicks to Kukoc. Anderson against Jordan. Lays it up off the glass. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Malone. Rodman grabs the miss. Chicago trailing here. Pass to Jordan. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jordan's got 19 points.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
Stockton right side. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Bulls leading by a point. And we're and a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Tony Kukoc is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Longley. Then there's Harper. And it's Kerr, and it's shooting guard. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Second shot opportunity. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Stockton. And here they go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And both free throws good for Anderson. Harper with the ball. Over to the left wing. Kukoc against Anderson. Kukoc can't get it to go.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Three-pointer from Stockton. Buries the long-range jumper. Stockton not all about passing. Better than 50% field goal shooter in his career. Harper lays it up off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hornacek against Kerr. The three. And that's collected by Longley. Longley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get John Stockton.
And you look at Kerr, just a sharp shooting role player. His game really about guts and intelligence.
A different look for Utah. Foster comes in for Ostertag, and it's Russell in for Anderson.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
And here are the Jazz now. Stockton passes to Hornacek. Stockton against Harper. Stockton outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with the team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And so far, this has got that feel of a game that could be back and forth all the way.
Yeah, at some point, though, you might expect one team to go on a run, but this could come down to the wire.
Malone dishes to Hornacek. Over Rodman. Another miss by Utah. And so here is Chicago. Here's Kukoc. And he drops it in from the low post. Kukoc has got 4 points this quarter.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, that's because both offenses are relentless. Each side trying to close this thing out.
Here's Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Harper kicks to Kerr. Three-pointer. Good work defensively by Hornacek. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The pass to Malone. To the paint. Here's Stockton. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing, guys.
Here's Harper. And it's Foster with the rebound.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Malone down low. Rodman on him. Malone gets the bucket.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Kerr.
And Harper brings a lot of physicality to the table. Also solid at cutting the D apart with his passing.
Utah calls timeout. They're leading by 2. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him. And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
Boy, I'll tell you, there's an art to doing this. What's amazing is how often Jordan hits the clutch shot.
1:03 left in the fourth. Stockton kicks to Malone. Over Rodman. No good off the front iron. Jordan up top. Hornacek covering. Tries again. Outside for Jordan. Outside Pippen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 on the clock. And they double up Jordan. The Bulls need to get a shot off here.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Unloads from 13.
And the thing about Rodman, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time reaching up to swat it away.
Second chance shot out to the right wing. Outside Harper. Pippen with it. He's picked up by Russell. Jordan. Oh, missed it. Utah calls timeout. The score is tied at 55. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Malone, and we're going to overtime. A riveting defensive play to keep them alive. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And the Jazz start out with the ball. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at the Bulls. Rodman is out there with Longley. Then it's Michael Jordan. Then it's Pippen. And it's Harper in at the 1 spot. Goes up off the inbound. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Bulls. Utah trailing here. Hornacek outside. Stockton outside. Jordan against Hornacek. 5 to shoot. Tipped away. Anderson passes to Hornacek. Over Jordan. Hornacek, no luck. Now the Bulls with it. And Jordan has it in the corner. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
And the basket by Malone. We play just over a minute here in OT. Here's Jordan. Stockton against Harper. Rodman with the defensive effort.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Man, the body control and focus. I mean, Jordan able to draw the foul and still finish the basket.
Ryan Russell, he's checked in for Anderson. Free throw good, Jordan.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Stockton kicks to Malone. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Malone's got 28.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Harper the pass to Pippen. Back to Harper. Pippen with it. He's covered by Stockton. It's Pippen with the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
Stockton kicks to Malone. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Dennis Rodman picks one up. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Harper dishes to Jordan. To the wing right side. Passes it to Longley. To the inside. Pippen against Russell. And that one's good by Pippen. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 6. There's 48 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Stockton kicks to Malone. Over Rodman. Yes! And now they trail by just 4. Outside Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And that's 31 points for Michael Jordan.
Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about Jordan, he does it while staying under control.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in overtime. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's Malone missing. And so they foul intentionally.
At the line, the Bulls. Johnny, taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you know they like to have some plays back, especially a couple of those stupid ones from earlier. But I tell you what, they'll learn from this.
Here's Jordan. Here's Longley. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
He's stepping to the line knowing he has a chance to seal the deal, and he does it.
3-pointers, Stockton, no good there. And so it's Chicago winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.